Okay, so let's talk about funneling. Yes, I am in my car. I did that thing that I thought would never happen, and I actually ran out of gas. It feels like a Canon moment, so we're just going with it. It's for the plot. Anyways, I'm gonna get rescued. Don't worry about me. What we're gonna talk about is the funnels. So the funnel, when people talk about a funnel, sometimes they just mean email. When I think about a funnel, I think about what are the touch points where people are going to find you, and how are you going to lead them to purchasing your main product, your signature offer, your biggest, baddest, most wonderful package. The thing that if you could just do this for the rest of your life, that's what you would do. That's what we're leading them towards. So we had to think about the touch points. So we're going to envision it like a big triangle here, like right here, down here is the bottom, and all up here is the top. So these are the touch points where people find you. So you need to convince them that you're a cool guy and that they should listen more to you so you can get them down to here, right? So these things are social media, these things are emails, these things are meeting people in person, these things are going on other people's podcasts, these are if you have a podcast, these are your email lists, these are your blogs, these are Pinterest, these are LinkedIn, these are Facebook, these are Threads, wherever people are getting their first impression of you. You know, like the, mind you, this is my first impression of you. You can tell I'm chronically online. So where are they touch pointing you? So this content up here has to be enticing enough for them to want more. So when we do the Powerful Personal Brand, I talk a lot about the different kinds of content, how we're going to use different kinds of content to get what you want, right? So we need the kind of content that brings people in. That's where that is happening at the top. So it has to show very simply who you are, what you do, and who it's for, in a compelling way. So this is where you're using polarizing content. This is like if you have a big opinion about something, you use it here. This is where you're talking about things that are like exciting, sexy, fun, thought-provoking, feeling. They're like, you're drawing out something, and it's like to get somebody's attention. That's the attention-seeking stuff up here. And not attention seeking in a bad way. Like when you see me boldly doing something, you're like, holy shit, who the fuck is that? That's up here. And then you find out more about me, which is more here. And then you buy, which is down here. So the funnel is simply all of the things up here that we're doing that are going to bring people to the middle part, which is like my face area, which is where we're going to go over objections. We are going to explain more about what we do. Like this is where you like actually talk about the programs you have, the things you offer, the sales you have, how they can work with you. This is where you do like freebies and other stuff, things to like get them to like you more, this is where you want all your bingeable content. This is where people are going to go through and like check out your website, look at your sales pages, find out more about you, listen to a whole podcast, find you on something else, Google you. Like this is like the gaining more information section. So this section is not only like your email lists, this is long form content, this is when you're talking about things, when you're doing like smaller programs. So I'll do like smaller programs to get people into larger things, to give them a taste of what I do, right? Like give them a little party favor to get them in, that kind of shit. This is like me speaking at an event and like people getting to know me more. This is me like doing a free master class, shit like that in this middle part. And then we're bringing them to the main offer. This is like, you want to work with them. They're investing a good chunk of money, that you're going to spend a lot of one-on-one time with them. They are going to like get their big transformation in this section. So that's the bottom of the funnel. Doesn't mean they stop working with you there, but this is like the goal we want people to get to. So you have to think when you're building this, think of our little triangle here, is the stuff up here has to be relevant to what's down here, right? So you can get a lot of views online if you post like something polarizing. I was in a group and somebody posted something completely irrelevant to their business, but very timely for what was happening that day in the news. They got a shit ton of views and they're like, I should just post things like this all the time. I'm like, did you get any clients from it? And they're like, no. And I was like, cool. So if you just for your soul need those like vanity metrics, like I need the likes to feel better, open a different account. Like I have TikTok for that. I want the likes. I'm not afraid to say that because I do content for a fucking living, the content I make for Westro's Media brings people through this funnel. It doesn't get as many likes as the things that I put on TikTok just for vanity, just because I want the likes. But I do it because I know that I can't keep making the content that actually gets people through the things without the dopamine rush of getting all the fucking likes. Like I love when all of a sudden like it bumps up to 20,000 followers to 21,000 followers to 22,000 followers. Like, I love that shit. That's why I still do it. But that isn't making me money yet. I do have a plan. But do you know what I mean? So when you're making this content, it has to be relevant to this, but it isn't details. So this is high level. Like, think of it, this is you are holding out your hand being like, hey, this is me. If you're standing in a group of people and they scan the room, that's the kind of content. They lock eyes with you, take their first impression of you. That's this top level content. Then they walk over and they chat with you. That's this middle content. And then they're like, okay, let's go on a date or let's work together. That's the bottom thing. Okay. That's your funnel. If you want specific help on how to build this funnel for your business, then you join the Powerful Personal Brand. But that's the overview. Let me know if you have questions.